Hey, I'm Emma from Martorn, and I have with me Art Bertik, the other very important half of Martorn. Hey,
Hello.
I thought that we should just have a little chat about the announcement that we're supposed to be making.
Yeah, sounds good. The announcement is the third installment to the Martorn saga, which is our third single. And so far, we feel like it's our best one. And it's a single that has three movements in it. So it's like a trilogy in itself. It's like a trilogy of a trilogy so far.
Talk a little bit about the creative process or something without revealing too much.
Well, it started with a piano riff, which is pretty amazing. That was done by Emma. She had this piano riff, said, "Oh, I have this, an idea for a riff," and she showed me, you know, a few notes, and I heard a whole Doom section playing, and it was really cool. That was the seed that made the song grow. Very exciting, and we got Ben Durfee on drums, and he's been in a lot of metal projects in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Amazing drummer. They were recorded at the Decibel Foundry in Santa Fe, New Mexico, by Augustine Ortiz. That's where we also recorded the vocals.
Yeah.
And it was a nice little trip there. And the rest, I tracked in my studio, guitars and bass. We got Josh Newell to mix it. He has a very impressive discography if you want to check him out, especially with metal. And we're lucky enough to get Alyson Montez to do some guest string work, violin. She's an incredible violinist.
It's amazing.
And she really elevated the third movement of the song.
Yeah. I mean, I can't believe what that added to the song. It's
Oh yeah, it's just what it needed. And it really brought out more the feeling of what we
yeah.
had intended. It got mastered at Rogue Planet Mastering, which has been doing all of our tracks so far, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
They really take our music and slam it in your face. And to the audiophiles, no, they don't slam the compression so that it's too squished with no headroom. So I know people are going to think that's what I mean when I say slam, if you're an audiophile.
Yeah.
Which I'm not really.
I think it's a lyric video. We can say that, right?
Yes, the lyric video that's been put together by Jennifer Gigantino. She does a lot of videos for Intelledon Records.
Yeah.
And she's awesome. She's, the way she edits and, produces them. And so she did this video, which is really, really, it's just really heavy.
Yeah. It's insane when you get to work with somebody that right away understands your vision.
Yes.
And
yes.
Just brings it out in a way that you couldn't even imagine.
Yeah, totally.
So when you saw the video the first time, like, what was your initial reaction?
Oh man, it was like a tearjerker, to be honest.
Like
it was
I've told you a bunch of times that like I have a hard time not watering. tearing up.
Yeah, just pulling. Yeah, it leaves a lot of room, even though it's a very full video visually. Somehow it leaves a lot of room for you to fill in the gaps.
Right.
Of what, let's say the video is full of symbolism.
Yeah.
Right. It's inspiring enough to let your mind fill in what is being symbolized. And I feel like if you show it to different people, they're going to see different things.
Probably.
Especially if you're in a different country, different culture.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's hard hitting. And I'm really, really happy that we're fortunate to get such great people to create this song with us.
So when I watched the first rendering of the video, I knew that it was going to be special. So I was just because we've worked with Jennifer before and I've seen everything she's done for Enteladon Records.
Absolutely.
So I just got the email, like I woke up in the morning, and so I was like, nah, I can't just look at this at once. I have to make it special. So I waited until I was on the boat, which I'm on the boat very often. It was pitch black, wintertime, Sweden, on the boat in the ocean. It's a public transportation boat, but usually I'm the only one on it. So, but
yeah,
anyway,
because it's very early in the morning at dawn.
yeah, or before dawn, or yeah, before the sunrise. Anyways,
before.
And so I watched the video, and I don't know, when the aftermath part came, the third movement, I just lost it. Like seriously.
Yeah. It's just, yeah. I mean, we will, yeah, not to flare it up, no pun intended, but I mean, it just meant a lot to us.
Yeah.
And I think people will feel the same way.
So Alyson, you play the violin.
Yes.
And you are featured on this new release, the new Martorn release. Your musical genius is featured in like the third movement of the song, and I am insanely excited about that. So maybe I can start with talking about how this came about, like from my side of the story, a little bit. So I was talking to Art Bertik, the second half of Martorn, just to explain a little, and he had just recently shown me the Gigantino video, which Jennifer Gigantino, she did that, and it's your stuff, right? You and Art did that, and it's amazing. It's a really good video, really good song, and really cool project. And he was like, I think I have to ask Alyson if she would consider doing some string work on the next Martorn track. And I was like, yes, that will be perfect. It'll totally fit in there. And so I knew it was going to be good, but I did not know how good it was going to be. So,
Oh,
yes. How was it from your point of view? Like, how did it come about? How did you come up with like this musical genius of yours in the end of the song?
Well, what's really kind of I kind of feel like the mood was set because when I was able to record, it was the middle of the night. It was cold. I was sitting on a tile floor. Like I didn't really have any place to set up my computer and stuff at the time. So I'm recording in like the dark on a cold floor, just listening to your beautiful vocals. And I don't know, the strings just really came to me. It felt like the violins were just meant to follow your voice in that part of the song, and I could feel your emotion just listening to it. And I felt like it just came out of the violin, and the violin did what it wanted to do to back you up there.
That's amazing. Like, I'm so grateful for having that image of you recording that, because I truly am, because when I heard it for the first time with the song, I was just taken back, because at that moment I was like, yes, you really understood exactly what I was trying to say there, or what I thought I was already saying, but with this added violin, and all the string work there, it just becomes so obvious. It hits you so hard. So you really just like added so much to what we were already trying to say, and it's like now we're really saying it, you know. Yeah, so that was amazing to me.
I'm really glad I was able to help and to be on the track. It just really listening to it and seeing what you did with it. It just really it moved me. Like I love that you included me, and I can't wait to do more stuff with you. So
Yes. And talking about that, like we've been talking a little bit before we started recording, and we realized that we have played like in the same, what do you say, like, is that a concert place or something? I don't know.
Yeah, we
Venue.
played in the same venues.
Venue before, but
hmm
like in different projects, which is really
hmm
great.
Yeah, everything comes full circle. So
Yeah, 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 that's really cool. Um, so when Art and I was talking, we were kind of talking about the interpretation of the song and what we think, uh, how it's going to be received and stuff. And so did Jennifer and I. So I'm curious to first to ask you, like, what was your first impression of the song? Like, what did you think about I don't know, the movements and like, and just the meaning of the song and stuff?
well, I felt like with the movements, the song was really epic. Like it felt like an epic story being told, and it kind of took you through all these stages in someone's journey. And so I loved all the different, the different ways that you presented the ideas throughout the song. And then when I saw the video, it really added a new layer to my perception of what you were trying to say. Um, so all the imagery was really helpful in kind of giving me perspective into, I guess, into your mindset when you recorded the song. And I thought it was all really beautiful, especially the birds of prey part. That was really cool.
Cool,
I
cool.
have a lot of, I actually have a lot of eagle feathers that people have given me. Because in Latin culture, I guess for a lot of ceremonies and stuff, they'll use eagle feathers, same as, I guess, Native Americans and, different um, groups like that. So they mean a lot. Birds of prey mean a lot to a lot of cultures. And it was really cool to see that included in there. And I'm guessing maybe in some similar ways.
Yeah. I didn't even know that you had seen the video. Like,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
I wanted to
so
do
cool.
my research, make sure I knew, uh, what I was talking about.
Yeah,
So but
that's
it's
awesome.
great. It's so great.
I'm glad you like it. So, what do you think that somebody that has never heard the song and never seen the video is gonna think of, like, watching it and hearing it for the first time?
I feel like there's so many ways that people can interpret um, what you're presenting through the song and through the video. Um, And I feel like they're probably going to watch it a few times and kind of be thinking a lot about what it means, and the different ways that you can interpret things, which I think is really cool. I think it's one thing, it's great when you're able to say something just straightforward, like, oh, I want a pizza. And then it's another to say things in a way that people can kind of make their own judgment as to what's going on. And you can get so much out of it. And I feel like that's the kind of project that you presented here. And it's so epic and just beautiful. Like, it really, really touched my heart, my very small black heart.
I'm sure it's big black heart. No, but that's really cool that you say that. Thank you. And I was talking to Jennifer about like how much her symbolism, like in the video, there's just so many things to discover, that what you described, that is even happening to me. Like, I'm watching the video a bunch of times straight through, and like, oh, this time I like that part really hit me hard, because so yeah, I hope that will happen to others as well.
Absolutely. I think a lot of people are going to really appreciate this video and enjoy it. And then Jennifer, everything that she does with videos is magic. So between all of your beautiful work and the magic she does with the videos, I think it's a really great combination. And of course, art is amazing too. And everything he does when he produces is so great.
Don't forget
So
yourself. You don't forget yourself.
Well, I'm just honored to be working with all of you guys, because you're all so talented, and it's yeah, I'm really excited about this song.
Oh my gosh, the honor is mine.
Oh,
I'm one of those videos where, like, no, you're the best. No, you. But yeah, thank you so much for your work on the song. It's really,
of course,
it's brought it to a new level, I think. So,
oh,
yeah. Hi.
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 Thanks for having me.
Thank you for doing this little chat. So you do a lot of the videos for Enteladon Records.
I do.
Yes, and you're a genius.
And I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Very good. Well, I can confirm. And you've done video for us before, and you also did this last one. That's for our upcoming single. And I'm gonna say it, I think it's the best video I've ever seen you do. So I don't know if it's your favorite, but it's my favorite. Am I biased? Maybe.
It's among my favorites as well. The song is so just so epic that it's hard not to really like it.
Oh,
yeah.
Without like revealing too much, it's kind of a set in a apocalyptic way, sort of, right? The song. How was your thought process? How was your, creative? Because we sort of just outlined what we had for an idea, and then you came up with this amazing story that's just, yeah.
So we started, as you remember, by digging through footage, you and me separately, and you sent me a few clips that you liked, and so I started with those, and I went through I took the lyrics of the song and what you told me about the inspiration behind it, and I set up and of course, like, the different sections of the song, again, not really revealing too much about it, but it's definitely a song in movements, I would say. And so the different movements of the song also inspired the sort of progression of the visuals. And as I said, I started with the footage that you chose, and then I dug up things that I thought kind of went with it and helped the progression of the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing. Like me and Art were talking about the other day. There's so much symbolism in the video, and that's why I can watch it like so many times and just see new things every time. And I'm trying to imagine what somebody who never heard the song before and never saw the video is gonna think of it. You know?
Yeah,
Um,
it's hard to like imagine what people new to this material will see when you've looked at it so many times. Like I've probably listened to the song 100 times. I think it'll really hit. Well, I'm biased.
oh, yeah. But that's cool coming from you too. I don't know. I guess I'm hoping that it'll be like an eye opener for some people, and like kind of a hug for somebody else. You know
Yeah,
how it's nice to listen to some music with some blues or whatever when you're in that way, and
definitely.
and sometimes it could just like shine a light on something else. You know?
Yeah. I mean, with all the events of this year and um, the sort of, for lack of a better term, collective anxiety going on in the world, I think that um, this song really speaks to that. It's funny to say that a song called "Hell of Fire" is a hug, but you know, I think it can be.
Yeah. We actually never said before what it's called.
Oh gosh, sorry.
Like,
Did I reveal it?
put that in there, and maybe that is how we reveal how it's called.
Maybe.
So if people want to know, then they have to watch this video up until
Yeah.
a few seconds ago. You know.
Yeah. And then they'll have to really be paying attention. They'll be like, oh, now I know what the song is called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking about the title, without saying it again,
Mhm.
it might seem redundant to call it that. Um, but the idea is that there's tons of religions out there um, that don't perceive hell as hot and flames and all that stuff. Or maybe not tons, but there's few religions I can think of um, where it's cold and icy and so on. So it's kind of a tribute
Interesting.
to that as well.